Letter D. The examiner is the one informing necessary information required
technique
by the law, the subject of the polygraph examined. Letter E. The test will not given without voluntary consent because our Constitution provided us the right not to intimidate ourselves and not to provide our information that will be inflammatory on our part as a human being. Letter F. The examiner always inform the subject that subjecting him to the polygraph examination of all the occasion that being true in order for him to prepare psychologically and mentally to the possibility as during conducting polygraph examination. Letter E. The person who conduct the polygraph examination is the one person to conduct the investigation. Therefore, there is a need for the polygraph examiner to be oriented regards to the necessary information and all the information gathered by the investigator in case.
The ability to stand by a decision made holding true.
The first barrier is the pathological liar. Pathological liar is an individual who chronically tells paranoid lies that they stretch or exceed the limits of believability, while most people lie, at least bend the truth occasionally. So pathological liar is habit na niyang ang example sa pathological liar is kanang mga YouTuber nga kusog mo manipulate sa mga viewers niya and to let their viewers think that he or she is the victim or the hero. Ang grandiose lies is kanang kusog mo pretend or kanang maayo ma-execute sa iyang mga words. The second is mental case. So a person suffering from neurosis ba ang type sa mental case, ang first kay claustrophobe. A person who has a fear on small places like an elevator. Then ang hysteric, a person cannot control his own emotion. Like ang obsessive is a person who has obsession. Ang obsessive and compulsive is kanang people with OCD or kailangan perfect. Third, persons under influence of intoxicating liquor. A person is under the influence of alcohol or any drug. As a result of using alcohol or any drug, the person's ability to act as a reasonably careful person under the same of similar circumstances. If you're asking why persons under influence of intoxication liquor, because kanang is a barrier to the polygraph examination simply because it can affect the person's mind. Example, decision making or kanang bawal tipsy kay dapat sober. The fourth barrier is narcotics related cases. A narcotic crimes is any offense involving the possession, production, or distortion or of substances with a high potential for abuse. If a person is under influence of intoxicating liquor, is a barrier to the polygraph. A person who is involved into drugs is also not allowed. Then the last barrier is various heart and other organic troubles. Heart and other organic troubles such as heart problems like coronary artery disease, most commonly heart problem. People with this kind of heart and other organic troubles are not allowed to do polygraph. So, ang naay mga sakit sa heart, apil na siya sa barriers examination.
What is the modern polygraph examination? The instrument used in the proper application of a polygraph technique is essential of pneumatically operated, mechanically recorded of changes in respiration, blood pressure, supplemented with a unit for recording galvanic skin reflex or additional unit for recording abdominal respiration, muscular movement or pressure, or plethysmographic for recording changes in blood. So you hear about lie detectors all the time in police investigation. and sometimes a person applying for a job will have to undergo the polygraph test. For example, certain government jobs with the FBI or CIA require a polygraph test. The goal of lie detector is to see if the person is telling the truth or lying when answering certain questions that cannot normally be detected by human observation. So that modern polygraph work based on the theory that lying produces particular emotions that produce corresponding measurable physiological responses. However, there are some lie detector tests that we usually see in some social media, like what some influencers use when they have their lie detector test challenge that are not the occurrent. As what I have researched, when a person takes a polygraph test, 4 to 6 sensors are attached to him, and polygraph is a machine in which multiple poly signals from the sensors are recorded on a single strip of moving paper. Graph that sensor usually record the person's breathing rate, the person's pulse, the person's blood pressure, the person's perspiration. Sometimes a polygraph will also record things like arm and leg movement. When the polygraph test the questioner asks 3 or 4 simple questions to establish the norms for the person's signals. Then the real question being tested by polygraph are asked, but is the modern polygraph test occurrent? So according to my research, there are 87% estimated accuracy in polygraph tests. An additional innocent person might also fail in a polygraph test out of poor nervousness.
So, my topic, attorney, limitation of the polygraph technique. A. It is an invaluable investigative aid but never a substitute for investigation. So, the polygraph examination is a valuable investigative aid when used in conjunction with but never as a substitute for a true investigation. B. It is not a lie detector but only a scientific diagnostic instrument. So, the instrument polygraph used to conduct the instrument of diagnostic. C. It is not a determined fact. It records responses to that which of the subject knows to be true. The ability to stand by a decision made holding true or principles.